And another storm of corruption allegation has rocked the judiciary. Chief Justice Martha Koome now says that the judiciary won't shield any corrupt judiciary officer, warning that the judiciary risks losing public trust if the rot is not stopped. This comes barely days after former Nairobi Governor Mike Sonko leaked videos depicting High Court Judge Said Chitembwe engaging in deals of compromised case in what is the latest case of alleged corruption within the bench. But as David Mudoka now reports, this latest incident might have set the stage for another bruising battle between the judiciary and the executive, with the government accusing the judiciary of protecting its own from investigations.
Judge.
Days after former Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko leaked videos linking High Court Judge Said Juma Chitembwe to bribery, events that have now seen corruption allegations return to haunt the bench, Chief Justice Martha Koome on Thursday broke her silence over the claims, insisting that the rot must be stopped. Although she did not mention Chitembwe directly, nor any other judiciary officer who has in recent months been linked to corruption, Koome said that the judiciary will not hesitate to join forces with investigative agencies to crack what she termed as a corruption cartel within her arm of the government.
This war cannot be won single-handedly by the judiciary. We need to work together to identify, expose, and stem out culprits or entire cartels of corruption.
Speaking during the presentation of the State of the Judiciary annual report, Koome added that failure to slay the dragon might see the public ultimately lose trust in the justice system.
Corruption or perception of corruption in the judiciary denies citizens the constitutional safeguard of impartiality and equality before the law. In effect, it tears the democratic fabric sewn together by the Constitution, thereby exposing our country to lawlessness, insecurity, and insurgencies.
But while all eyes continue to be trained on the Koome-chaired Judicial Service Commission to pursue a formal complaint filed against Judge Chitembwe, the government has slammed the JSC for going round in circles whenever such allegations occur. Speaking during the Thursday presentation, Attorney General Paul Kihara Kariuki accused the JSC of deliberately shielding its officers from investigation, thus frustrating the quest for justice.
In many quarters, it has been observed that perhaps judicial officers are preaching water but drinking wine, demanding of others standards that they are not willing to apply to themselves.
According to the Attorney General, who was representing President Uhuru Kenyatta, the government has also noted with great concern the misuse of court orders by the judiciary to insulate officers accused of corruption from accountability.
It has not been lost on Kenyans that a spate of recent decisions by the judiciary has had an effect of saying that judicial officers cannot be held accountable, cannot be the subject to the same laws that other public officers are held to, and can use the dignity of their offices to close off any inquiry into their conduct.
Meanwhile, embattled Chitembwe has, however, denied any wrongdoing, saying the videos that depict him engaging in corruption were edited to paint him as a corrupt judge. This comes barely months after Chitembwe, who lost in the race for the office of Chief Justice, was arrested alongside Judge Agri Muchelule over corruption suspicions. While the two seek to surmount the legal hurdles before them, the Judicial Service Commission, on the other hand, is walking a tightrope as it seeks to tackle the corruption endemic.
Pressure continues to mount on the Judicial Service Commission to crack the whip on a section of rogue elements within the bench, even as Attorney General Paul Kihara describes the judiciary as the pot calling the kettle black. David Mudoka, TV 47 at the Supreme Court of Kenya, Nairobi.